Alright, I think we're going. Let's start recording. Hi, welcome to Take This Rose. I'm Tommy.
I'm Jenny.
And we are here to discuss week 5.
I have like a rat tail.
Oh, that's fine.
Guys, I'm really unhappy with the state of my hair at the current time.
A long search for a bobby pin before the start of this episode.
They are everywhere when you don't need them, and then when you need when you can't find them.
Preach, sister. So you can tell I'm a big bobby pin guy.
Yep.
We're here to discuss week 5 of The Bachelorette. Becca's season mercifully coming closer to a conclusion. We've been doing this for a while. I'm ashamed to say. Is this our worst season?
I don't know, man.
Oh man, it's close. Like, it's been getting worse and worse. I mean, Ari's season was terrible, but it's a spectacular ending.
It's like Ari's season was super boring.
Mm-hmm.
This is infuriating in a different way.
Yeah.
Because, like, the drama is so manufactured.
Right.
And not real.
And
it's like they're acting like it's dramatic, but it's not.
And, like, at least Nick had Corinne for some entertainment. Hey, Heather, how are you?
Hey, Heather.
Yeah, it's been just a track. I'm just waiting for it to be over. And, like, Paradise, I'm not confident.
How many weeks is Paradise?
Oh, too many. 4?
It's usually only like 4.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was looking at our YouTube views the other day in the car because I'm like, we're so low.
Kaplunk. They're not good.
I was like looking at like Rachel's season and stuff, and there
was controversy.
like twice as much as we are now.
Yeah. No, we're not good. Guys, tell your friends about this show. We got an advertisement.
We need the attention.
We've got an advertisement, like, email last week.
Yeah?
And it's just like, it seems like a lot of effort. Like, you get paid, I'm sure, $20. It's like, do I really care if my stomach is growling right now?
It is.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want more frosting and graham crackers?
I'm fine. So yeah, it's been a slog. And we'll talk about it a little bit more. Let's get our plugs out of the way.
Plug.
First of all, we're presented by our presenting sponsor.
Mm-hmm. Jenny Cakes.
Jenny Cakes Chai. You made a good cake.
I did. You didn't. It was a chocolate cake with strawberry buttercream.
The occasion?
Celebrating Lucy's first birthday with her grandparents up in Wisconsin.
There you go.
We were up there this weekend.
Okay.
Got back today. Sleep schedule's a little off.
When is Lucy's first birthday?
July 10th.
Okay. Will there be a party?
Uh-huh.
Will I be invited?
I was actually going to give you an invitation today.
Will there be cake?
Yeah.
Okay, very exciting. Yeah, okay. Super exciting, super jazzed.
You might be working now.
Let's see. Saturday. Oh no, 12 to 3 I'll be able to make it. At a swim club. Oh man, I can't wait to get drunk in a pool and really embarrass you in front of all
I'm going to
of
make
your
some
friends.
rosé sangria.
Okay, cool. Do you ship cakes to Virginia?
No.
No, it's a Chicagoland area.
It's not
going
to look good when it gets there.
Yeah. No,
like, I could do cookies.
Okay.
But not a cake.
I think cookies, you could... Everything she makes is good. So that's our presenting
I've definitely mailed cookies before.
So Jenny Cakes Chai, that's our presenting sponsor.
Follow me on Instagram.
If you're in the Chicagoland area and you need a cake, you know who to go to. Also, if you ever have any personal training quandaries...
This guy.
Yeah, feel free to slide into my DMs at Tommy.Roth on Instagram. Just helping some people out right now.
Getting fit.
Yeah, so...
Start that journey today.
And boost your metabolism so you can eat the cake.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Treat yourself after you beat yourself.
Cakes, personal training.
I don't know what
We're like peanut butter and jelly.
Heather, I don't know what I'm going to get Lucy. I'm not sure. Probably matching shirts that say best friends. Because we are best friends now.
Yes.
No.
With a picture.
Someone said keto diet, yay or nay? No. Hard no. We also have...
Isn't that when you, like, starve your body so it goes into, like, ketosis or something?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You start pissing, like, dark red. Yeah, so it's not good.
Didn't the Pardon My Take guys do that?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, yeah, ketosis is not good.
Ooh.
let's see. We've got an email address that you can always reach out to us at
takethisrosepodcast@gmail.com.
We had one email this week, and it was just a clarifying one.
Oh.
From Michal. It's a girl with a boy's name. Had them on last week. We're always on Instagram at Take This Rose Podcast.
Yep.
We really post like once a week. It's about a recap.
I did a story when I was in Wisconsin.
There we go.
Jeff's grandma was watching
There you go.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And guess who hosts that now, you guys, on the Game Show Network?
Papa Bear.
Yep.
Yeah.
People that go on that show, real dumb.
Author, game show host, lover. Just really great guy.
Does it all.
Yeah. Let's see. We have a Twitter. It's been a little dormant. I might start taking over tweeting responsibilities. I feel like the torch has been passed, and that it's very
because
important.
I dropped it.
Yeah. So I will now. Next week, I'm on Twitter call. Okay. And here's something that happens when I do the Twitter, which is at Take This Rose.
a lot meaner.
It's a lot meaner.
Like a lot meaner.
And I've gotten into it with Bachelor Nation members before.
The twins got really upset.
Yeah.
They were like, you don't know what it's like.
I'm just like, I don't care. You're awful humans.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. And then we have Facebook, Take This Rose. And of course, we're on iTunes and all that crap.
Yeah. But sometimes our audio is iffy, so just catch us on the YouTubes.
I don't know how to fix it. And yeah, I guess I could put like 3 hours in and like figure out how to fix it.
That seems like a lot of time.
I don't have 3 hours to give during a week.
Me neither. I'm busy painting trim.
Look, I would give anything to solve these issues.
Except for 3 hours.
Except for 3 hours.
I would give max 2.
Not even.
1.
Yeah. Unless
30 minutes.
Because guys, we don't make any money from this. 0. Unless the people want personal training, then I'll make money from it. So if the issue is that you can't hear my personal training offers, then sure. I get that, but I can't do it. Okay? And just watch us on YouTube. It's better anyway.
It is.
Yeah. So just look up Take This Rose Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, if you hate it, don't rate it. Some people hate us.
They do.
Yeah, we get thumbs down every week. It's like, why? If
People
you don't
like to be ornery.
If you don't like something, just don't watch it.
Change the channel.
I don't think I've ever given a thumbs down. Oh, I have given one. And
To what?
You know which one. It's from a rival
Email
podcast.
us if you want that
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, but we won't talk about it on air because we're professionals.
Hey, welcome back to Take This Rose in the Morning. We're slipping and sliding all over the place on this wet Tuesday. If you know what we're talking about, that's funny.
But
okay.
you don't.
But you don't.
So email us.
Yeah. And then that email will respond in secret.
No, we can't say it, Cassandra.
Can't say.
We can't.
Because we know that they're
Watching us.
watching and listening and seething with jealousy.
They only have 50 views.
50. Oh man, it's such a pick me up. I remember a couple weeks ago, I was like, "Why do we have so few views?" And I went over and I was like, "Oh, only 50." Can you imagine being that irrelevant? And they put so much effort into it. That's the best
You've
part.
got like a background.
Yeah.
There's like CGI.
They're like cutting from different cameras.
They have multiple cameras.
They have multiple cameras for 50 views. This is a laptop. We're eating cake. It's great. It's a great setup. Our audio sucks. Who cares?
We don't.
Yeah. So, this week, week 5,
There was a show.
there was a show.
It started.
It happened. I was a little late. Traffic in Chicago. Guess what?
Guys,
It stinks.
the traffic.
Yeah, I was going out to the burbs and sorry. I feel bad telling my 5 p.m. client, like, I can't take you. I have to go out and do my podcast.
I have to go do a podcast.
Can we cut this short? I know that you're trying to get in shape and lose weight and change your life, but
But I have to
gotta
go
go.
talk about The Bachelorette.
yeah, I need some cake. I really have to eat some cake. Heather, you have to email us if you want to know, okay?
Tommy will send you a lengthy response.
So, this weekend they're in Las Vegas.
I love Vegas.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Never been.
Been several times. 2 of our really good friends got married in Vegas.
I feel like I would not enjoy it. Not a pool party guy.
I've never been to a pool party.
Okay. So
I do go to the pool.
Okay.
And so when they got married at the Venetian, and we stayed at the Palazzo, and it is like raised my bar for all hotels. I like refuse to slum it now. They have it has like a sunken living room. The bathroom was like that big. It was like the size of my entire living room.
That's pretty amazing.
It had a television in there. Like, I could have lived in this like marble clad bathroom.
Okay. So here's my thing with Vegas is that for me,
Nice.
I don't gamble because I love gambling.
Oh my god, it's so much fun.
I love it.
Just set yourself down at a $5 table at the Quad. Keep the drinks coming.
Yeah.
Find like an old man. A table with an old man. He's been there all day.
He's got a book that he reads about blackjack. He's like, my book says not to do that.
He rolls his eyes at people who don't know how to play.
You took my card.
Like,
yeah.
because you're all playing as a group against the dealer. You are not out for yourself. Guys, little fun thing about blackjack. The goal is not to get to 21. The goal is to beat the dealer.
Yeah, all right.
People don't know this.
Yeah.
So, like, if you have 18 and you're, like, hitting, they're like, what the fuck? Like, the old man is going to, like, slam his cards down at you.
Yeah.
Flick his cigarette at you. No, you can't smoke in there anymore. Just kidding.
Okay.
Anywho, I love blackjack.
So I can't gamble because I'll just be in there for hours. I can't do the pool.
No, you just
I'll
gotta
share
go
a
to
little something.
regular
This is my
pool
chest hair
and you
situation.
go-
I can't take my shirt off in public.
He's like a bear.
It's not good. So
Ladies.
so like really I don't think Vegas is for me.
Yeah.
But so
I like laying out at the pool. They have like chairs that are like half in the water. So you're like laying in a
that's kinda
chair
nice,
and
yeah.
your like butt and feet are in the water and it's great. It's
now,
my favorite.
did they have
Dory lives in Vegas.
ooh, party at Dory's house? I concur.
He'll take his shirt off there.
That'll be the Take This Rose convention. That I'm sure will happen.
We'll do our show on the road.
Yeah, right. It'll be perfect, and all 400 of you will enjoy it.
Yep.
Did they do the thing where all the guys were in Vegas and they said, "Hello, Becca"?
I think they did when they all walked through the doors.
Okay, gotcha. So Colton got a one-on-one.
He did. Mm-hmm. It was actually really funny because Jason was like, we're in Vegas. I put the odds of me getting a one-on-one at 125.
It's a one.
And then he just said 125, which I felt didn't make sense.
No, I don't think he's ever gambled before. I know what gambling is.
Yes. And then
It's like insurance. Insurance is just gambling.
Never take the insurance. It's a sucker's bet.
Okay.
Blackjack Lessons by Jenny.
Yeah. Gosh. So Colton gets a one-on-one, and they went riding.
On camels.
Okay. Was there any camel toe jokes?
No.
Okay. Interesting. Now they were on camels. They realized they were in Nevada.
Yes.
Or is it Nevada?
Nevada. Nevada?
Nevada. Let's call the whole thing off. God, we suck. This show's going downhill. That's why we're lacking views. I'm sorry. The quality's just not been there.
He got there, and she was like, we're going to do something unconventional.
Okay.
We're not going to do the traditional Vegas date. Why would we do that when we're in Vegas?
Okay.
So they're riding camels, and, like, Colton's annoyed because, like, her camel goes way in front of his camel. And they were, like, reaching for each other. It was...
Great. So I'm really upset I missed that.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
They went to a random spot in the desert where, oh my god, there was a hot tub.
Well, the
desert.
They're not doing the
in the
usual.
middle of the day.
They're not doing the usual bachelor stuff.
No, this
no
is
hot
a
tub
very
just in the
different
middle
date.
of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they got in the hot tub and they made out.
Mm-hmm. So this is what's going on with Colton and Becca. Is their connection is really based on the fact that Becca really wants to have sex with Colton.
Yes.
There's no emotional connection there.
and vagina.
Whatsoever.
Or?
Yeah, he might be into pegging.
I don't know.
Like, he says he's a virgin, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean
Well, I never met her, but yep, could go the other way too.
Yeah. So they went to Sage for dinner. At this point I was here. And Colton said, I really love how we're on the same page. Okay, great. And that last time he...
Oh, yeah, because she said that to him in the hot tub. She's like, I feel like we're on the same page.
Okay, gotcha. We both want to have sex with each other.
Yeah.
And he said
the boning page.
He said that with his last girlfriend, he rushed into love. Mm-hmm. You know who his last girlfriend was?
Allie Raceman.
Yeah. So that's interesting. So he kind of ripped Allie Raceman. Who is... We want to talk about Bachelorette material.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is gorgeous.
She is.
She's jacked, too.
Well,
but in a
she's
good way.
A gymnast.
Yeah.
They're all jacked.
Yeah, they're all pretty muscular. I'm at like 12%. More like 13.
It's okay. I'm at like 28.
It's okay. Doesn't matter.
It might be more now.
Under 30 for women is good.
Cool.
Yeah.
That makes me feel better.
Then a date card got to the hotel room.
The suite.
The suite. And it said, looking for Mr. Las Vegas. And then
the villa.
Colton got the rose. Nothing happened on that date. I want to make that very clear.
No, they just want a bone. And it's very clear. And that's all we need to know.
And we're not skimming over it. We've devoted as much time to it as necessary. We're already 16 minutes in. So this group date, they went to Wayne Newton's house. And we always talk about natural beauty on this show. And God, Wayne, he's just got it.
Guys, Wayne Newton looks rough.
This date was like if a wax museum came to fucking life. I mean, God.
Like, how much collagen is in his face?
Horrifying. Just horrifying.
And was that his real hair or was that a wig? Which is worse?
I feel like if you were to be cremated when he dies, death is just around the corner for Wayne Newton. Let's not pull any punches.
He could have died in the middle of this episode and I would not have been surprised.
Yeah, and he just Weekend at Bernie'd it. Yeah. I feel like if they cremate him, it's just gonna be. there's so many chemicals and whatnot.
Like one little tiny match, and it'll just be like.
Whoa. It's like when you douse the charcoal in lighter fluid and you throw the match on, you have to scurry away so you don't get burned.
Yep.
That's exactly what's going on.
Yep.
He and his wife look exactly the same. No, they don't, Heather. His wife looked significantly younger.
Oh, yes.
So then he talks about...
At least 20 years.
God.
Hard to tell.
Can you imagine?
How old is Wayne Newton, you guys?
Do you think Wayne Newton takes Viagra? Isn't that horrifying?
I think he's too old for sex, just period.
Oh, man. I don't know. Gosh. So...
No, his wife. I say his wife didn't look disgusted with him. She just looked embarrassed at getting serenaded because there is nothing worse than being serenaded.
I can't tell what any of their facial expressions were because they're Botox. If you're not watching, you just missed a great Botox impersonation. And then the thing about Wayne Newton, and this is where we're gonna get.
Dory, my mom loved him, and I am 62.
So Wayne Newton,
and he's had like a super long career because he sang Dankeschön when he was like a teenager.
And has he had any other songs besides Dankeschön? Does anybody know him for anything else besides that?
Dory?
He sounds like a woman in Dankeschön too.
That's because he's a teenager. Yeah. He's like 14.
I thought he was a woman the whole time. Like in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I was like, oh, that's a German woman singing that song.
Nope, Wayne Newton.
Yeah, oh, that's good, yeah. Good song. I love this song. It's so good.
Ferris Bueller. Talk about white privilege.
Oh, my God. That is everything that's wrong with the north side of Chicago.
I know.
Guy ends up like... That's North Shore living. The biggest problem is that they wreck their dad's rare car. Meanwhile, some kid in Englewood can't eat food. And we make a movie about the kid that wrecks the car.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit Ferris Bueller
is. He is.
Go to school. Learn something.
You're done at 3. He got the whole rest of the day.
And I bet you he got into some college. Probably Indiana. He went to Indiana.
Oh, he definitely got into Indiana.
Oh, yeah. Kelly School of Business, too. And he's like, oh, it's an Ivy League caliber business school. No, it's not.
Indiana lets everybody from Illinois in.
Oh, my God. I didn't even apply. Because I was like, oh, they'll let me in. But
They
thought
gave me a lot of money.
Did they really?
Yeah.
What a bunch of whores. Please
So did
come
Purdue.
to school. Oh, jeez. Can you imagine going to school in West Lafayette?
Don't.
Good
One
one.
of my favorite terrible jokes. He's 76? No.
Oh, he's not just over 70. My dad's 68, and no, yeah. This calls for
God,
Siri.
if he's 76, that like makes his whole way sadder.
Oh my gosh. He's gotta be 80.
How old is Wayne Newton?
76! Good call! Oh my gosh. Wow.
That is upsetting. The plastic surgery has aged him
It's so hard to tell.
dramatically.
Wow. So he should still be getting boners. I feel like he should still be able to crank out a boner or two. Okay. So, whatever. He says Dankeschön, because once again, that's all he's known for. They all have to write Becca love songs based on the tune of Dankeschön. So and this is our second songwriting date of the season.
And it's terrible.
The producers are just phoning it in.
Plus, it's just like a terrible concept for a date. It's like, especially this early on, like they know nothing about each other.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's like, it's bad enough having to fake feelings in like regular sentences, let alone song.
Yeah. And then it's not hard to write the song because it's a pretty simple syllable pattern. Mm-hmm. If you had to say something, what would you say?
Well, no.
Now there's pressure.
Now there's pressure. Am I singing about
Mine
Becca?
would have started mucho gracias. Mucho gracias.
Well, Wills was doing that. He said merci beaucoup.
Yeah, and I think Chris did something like Senorita or somebody. I don't know. So
Mine would be Senorita.
they do.
I feel for you.
They do this.
Deal with things you don't have to do.
Meanwhile, they're at Wayne Newton's estate.
It's Justin Timberlake.
And Wills is in a fucking floral rompum.
Yeah.
And Wayne Newton is like, oh, I'm glad I don't look like that guy right now.
Not only he didn't commit to the look because he's got the floral rompum and then he's got black ankle high socks and like Nikes,
Wills
like sneakers.
Wills did not have a good fashion
and not like
week.
fashionable sneakers.
Wills,
like sneakers that you run in.
I feel like we're all giving Wills a free pass, but he's the worst dresser
He needs to shave his mustache.
I've ever. It's a little bit like a Hitler mustache.
It's just so small.
Yeah, I mean, he's just awful at dressing. Awful.
He also had like the tied hoodie the other
Oh
week.
yes, that's right, with his name on it.
Yeah.
God, he's terrible. I hope he can sing home. Just for that.
This is tragic.
Yeah. So then, guess what? They all write their songs. Guess what they'd have to do next?
Well, they wouldn't make them perform them in front of a crowd of people, would they?
Or would they? What a nice little twist.
They would.
They would, yeah. Yeah, Marilyn, I can't believe Papa Bear's letting this happen too. So they have to all perform it. They all pretty much bomb. I mean, God, that guy John, he was like a fucking cardboard figure up there.
He walks weird.
You know who had a good rendition was Chris. He like went down in the crowd. Was like getting people up on their feet. You missed this part.
I did.
But he was doing very well. Wayne Newton was very impressed.
I hate Chris so much.
Yeah.
He's such like a slimy person.
So he's so confident at this that he did so well with the performance that I just touched you accidentally. Sorry.
How dare you?
Hashtag me too. So Chris is so confident he says, I'm going to go last to talk to her because I made such an impression. That way I'll for sure get the rose.
That's how you do it, guys.
Something that also started bothering me is Chris's hairline is very odd.
Yes! It looks like it's cleaned up. Like, it looks like he's cleaning up his edges.
So imagine that.
But, like...
Jeff thinks it's hair plugs. Imagine my hairline. Okay.
But
and now
like
there's
shadow.
another line of just like almost stubble.
It's like a shadow. Like his whole face is hairy and he has to shave the whole thing every day.
He's a werewolf.
Conspiracy. Guys, Chris is a werewolf.
I can't be out too late, Becca. What time of month is it?
That's why he couldn't talk to her.
Yeah.
It got too late. The moon was coming out.
And that's why you needed those 2 minutes right away.
Like, it really does look like he has to shave his whole face. Or at least, like, down to here.
Imagine everything.
Goes all the way down to his eyebrows.
It's got a uniforehead.
But yeah, it's just, like, so crisp. And then the shadow.
I don't know how it doesn't bother the bejesus out of her. So he thought that he was going to kill it. He ended up getting no time. Blake told her that he was falling for her. She said she's falling for him too, and he got the rose.
Blake's definitely getting a fantasy suite.
Yeah, I think Blake is our next bachelor, guys. So.
Get used to it.
Because he's very charismatic.
He does seem pretty sweet, generally.
Does he? I don't know.
Throwing it out there.
Yeah, so Chris was very...
He doesn't seem like a dick.
Yeah.
So.
Chris was just very, very disturbed by the whole situation.
Marilyn says we're doing God's work by watching the show, so
Yes,
if she doesn't have to, you're welcome.
Yeah.
God.
The Lord looked upon them, said, "My two disciples, goeth and spread the word of the show."
The gospel of the Harrison.
So in the meantime, a 2-on-1 date card had arrived for David and Jordan.
Guys, it's my impression of all the men in the house.
Oh, bro.
They did it like every time with
Dude.
such gusto.
So the 2-on-1 date card said, "Meet me in the Valley of Fire." That's ominous. And it was with David and Jordan. Mm-hmm. And this is a very contentious rivalry. That sound right? Contentious?
Yes.
Yeah, as an English major. In terms of these villains, just not invested in this person at all.
No.
Who is even the villain on Ari's? Oh, Crystal. She was a good one.
Crystal.
Actually. She was a good one. Okay.
Crystal's a very good villain.
Crystal, and then on Rachel's, it was Garrett, who was terrible, or Lee, who was bad. But then we had Corinne on Nick's. That was good. Mm-hmm. We had Chad on JoJo's.
Bless you. Talk about God's work.
Yeah, so we've had some okay ones. This is not a good one. So they get to this. They're in the middle of the desert. There's no hot tub. Becca says, "Hey, let's enjoy the quiet." And David's like, "Yeah, of course. I'm really looking forward to this.
He will not shut the fuck up.
You want to talk about
shut up.
A shit eater. David is terrible.
He's always got this, like, dipshit smile on his face. Oh, my God.
He's just a piece of... Yeah, God, he's the worst.
He's always just like...
Yeah. You can tell he gets a kick out of videos where people get hit in the nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely tried to get on America's Funniest Home Videos.
So
when he was a kid.
David gets time alone with Becca, and all he does is rip Jordan. He says that Jordan said he was settling for Becca and, like, talking about all the women who were interested in him and the models that he wanted to sleep with. Yeah. And to be fair, if I was Becca, I would have clarified. He says, all the female models he wants to sleep with, right? Because that would be an encouraging sign then.
Yeah.
So he is straight. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. Jordan then talks to her, and he actually acquitted himself quite well.
Yeah, both of us were like, wow, he actually handled that situation well.
Said that David's lying. Mm-hmm. He says that then he goes into some family stuff. His mom has multiple mental illnesses, which...
Mm-hmm. And watching his dad stand by her was, like, his model for love.
Yeah.
Like, that's very nice.
Yeah, very good. So, yeah, he did well. Gets back to the tent, this little tent they had set up.
And freaks the fuck out.
Yeah. And David says, I'm a very honest person. And you know you're an honest person when you have to keep repeating how honest you are.
Yes, that's the sign of an honest person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In Harrison versus 4 chapter. or chapter 12, verse 4 through 7.
And so what they say, honest people repeatedly restate their honesty.
The more times you hear honest from thy lips, the more honest they doth will be.
What if we started a religion where Harrison was our god?
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
I mean, would it be the most far-fetched thing in the world?
No.
No.
You've seen Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, right?
Yeah, but...
Oh, he always pulls like crazy stunts like that.
Oh, okay.
Like he did start a church.
I'm not talking about a stunt, Jenny. I'm talking about a path to enlightenment.
Through Harrison.
And we have a Bible. The perfect letter. We'll read from it later. Just a little
Stay
tease.
tuned. Maybe we'll bring back my maid accent.
So
I don't even know
Becca
what that
was
man.
so Becca then sits down. They start bickering over. She's like, I feel like I'm in 6th grade. It's like,
Where are you?
Girl,
like you know this,
yeah,
right?
you're a big part of this. It's like it is like 6th grade because neither of these guys have any intention of having sex with Becca. It's all about getting over each other. So whatever. She sends David home. His suitcase is taken. Jordan gets the night portion.
Oh, they took her bag. They took it.
They like stood up from the couch.
Can you believe it, bro?
I can't, bro.
Dude, let's get rompums and plaid suits, and we'll talk about Dig It Dog.
Go to the gym.
Once again, if you need personal training advice, at Tommy.Roth on Instagram. There's nothing wrong with working out.
No.
So,
I do it too.
Jordan gets to the night portion of this date. And he says, what do you do on your weekends? And she says, on Saturdays I like to read. And on Sundays I go to church. And then I do
And then brunch. Everybody loves brunch.
So once again, she is the most boring Bachelorette we've ever had. Who the fuck reads on Saturdays? And not as like a father that or a mother that needs to get the fuck away from the kids. It's like, this is the only escape.
What if the weather is bad? I don't know.
Go
like
out.
Winter time. I used to read. I don't have time to read anymore. The kid takes the book away from me
Yeah, and then tries to eat
and then
it.
eats it.
Lucy loves eating books.
She's finally getting a third tooth.
Yeah.
I can see it coming through like the little
Oh,
nub.
there we go. Very exciting.
Okay, she's almost one. She only has 2 teeth. I'm sick of putting everything in a blender.
There goes the days of me calling her Two-Tooth Loose.
It's a nickname he calls her.
Yeah, so many times I got that tattooed. So Jordan says, okay, cool. I don't read. My free time is upkeep.
For all the chest hair.
It's like, it's going to the gym. He's like
Jordan. I thought you meant you.
No. Mine is a lot of upkeep, though.
Yes.
I individually trim each hair to be of length so that it's not more than a finger length. Like, it can't go over the fingers. When, let's say a female were to run through her hands through.
Would it get caught?
If it gets caught,
Tangles.
yeah, that's not good.
Tangles are bad.
So Jordan says that his time is upkeep. He says, fitness is a big part of my life, which you could say.
Yes.
But he like overemphasized it. He's like taking care of my skin, my hair, my
Talks
nails.
about a lot of things.
Yeah, getting my asshole bleached, that type of stuff.
Because you never know.
Never know when
that call's gonna come.
Coles might have a new stuffed asshole.
Oh, like seriously, guys, he's a Kohl's model.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know seriously, but he looks just like a Kohl's model.
Then she asks, "Is Zoolander accurate?" And he says, "Unfortunately, it's very accurate."
It gets intense.
The whole point of Zoolander
Is that it's not accurate and that it is perhaps an exaggeration for what we call comedic effect.
It might be a satire almost. Oh my gosh. So he's just bombing. Totally cluelessly. Which, actually, it is kind of similar to Zoolander if you think about it.
Yeah. Using a lot of words that he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Sentences don't really make any sense.
Did you like my ukulele? So he gets.
Guys, I'm tired.
He doesn't get a rose.
What, bro? His suitcase got taken away?
Another suitcase.
Can you believe it, dude? Let's bleach each other's assholes.
So he doesn't get a rose, and he's like, fine. It's almost as though he felt that dating her, he would have been settling for her. He was just not into her at all.
No.
He's really into himself. But the guys were so ecstatic when he was gone.
They were really excited.
They were really happy.
Like, really excited.
I don't think anybody liked Jordan.
No. He was good entertainment, though. They don't let them out of the hotel room to gamble.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's the thing. Do they? They must.
I don't know.
I'd like to think they
I
get
feel
some
like
time.
they can't.
I'm sure, like, there's producers.
They don't
with
let them
or
have their
something.
phones.
Yeah, but you can't have the phones at the casino.
You know what happens at a blackjack table? Lots of stuff. What if they, like, talk to women? Mm-hmm. What if things happen?
What if they got an HJ under the blackjack table? An HJ under the BJ? Could happen.
Wordplay.
Then we went to the
Black
cocktail
tie.
party before the rose ceremony. Mm-hmm. Overall arching theme of this night was,
Horrible clothing.
what are they wearing? Let's start with Colton.
Yes, let's start with Colton, because I was just screaming about it for like a minute and a half before you guys got to look at his shirt.
You're like, is he in a kimono?
It was like... Okay, first of all, it was really shiny. Really shiny.
It was.
Second of all, there were polka dots. It's textured polka dots. Black. On black. Third of all, no collar. Fourth of all, long slit with like Asian inspired like buttons.
I think that I know what's going on with his wardrobe. Is that, so he's on the practice squad for an NFL team, right? I think what happens is the actual players get clothing that they wear when they travel. Like they buy it because they make money. And sometimes they buy things and they're like, oh, I'm not going to wear that. Here, practice squad people, take this. It's yours now. It's like if they were,
I bequeath you
Yeah.
this black equivalent of the pirate shirt.
you were like the serfs of an ancient fiefdom. You may have this. Go forth and speak the word.
Guys, it was so bad.
So that was bad. Somehow, not the worst outfit, actually.
We had Jason and his giant pocket square.
It looked like he just took a cloth napkin from the restaurant.
Fuck that, a tablecloth. He took
Yeah.
a tablecloth from a prom.
Just put it in. Put it as go.
It's huge.
Chris, what the fuck are you doing? First of all,
It was
Chris,
all too much.
he just dresses like a used car salesman.
Yes. And speaks like one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's awful. He's awful in every way. He might be my least favorite cast member, and that's saying a lot.
His outfit was just all too much.
Yeah.
His shirt, we didn't hate by itself.
No.
We weren't wild about the pattern on his suit. And his pocket square was a very different pink than his shirt, which is problematic.
And like the pocket squares. Alright, he's got a pink shirt with like a blue-gray suit. His accessory is the pink shirt.
Yes.
That pops.
Yes, you don't need a pocket
you-
square when you're wearing a pink pin dot shirt.
You don't need to go pop. You just need to go pop.
Just one pop. Just the one.
Let's get into Will's, this fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
It was a black and white plaid suit. The pants were tight. The pants were cropped. And then he had like a brown patterned sock on. And brown pants. I thought he was sockless, but later there was like a pattern on the sock.
Even Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack would have been like,
like-
this is too much.
Too much, you guys.
Let's calm down on the plaid.
Too much, you guys.
It was absurd. And, you know, I don't know.
And the mustache.
It's part of having been single for a while. You need to put some effort into your appearance. It's a big part of just being attractive. Okay. What is going on? Are they telling these people, I want you to dress like you look like you work in a circus and you don't get out much?
I don't know.
They all look absurd. Can you imagine any situation in which you saw what Wills was wearing in public and you didn't take a picture of it and put it on your Instagram story?
I probably would have just sent a private message.
Yeah. But you'd be like, what is this guy wearing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have been like, whoa. Take
Will's-
off one accessory before you leave the house.
And he needs to get rid of that little mustache.
That's real bad. I don't like it.
What is he doing? He's awful. I don't know anything about him as a person, and I don't need to. I feel the same way about Chris, Colt, all of them. They're just all
We know
awful.
exactly who they are. And they're not great.
No. And like, I wonder, for the women, they often get set up with these boutiques and stuff when they go on these shows.
Mm-hmm.
People supply them with clothes.
Or they mortgage their condo.
Is somebody getting supplied? Is somebody supplying Wills with these outfits?
I don't know.
If so, I hope that your business goes bankrupt.
If so, please stop.
Please. You have no talent for this whatsoever. I have never made a suit in my life. I can make a suit better than that. Good God. What is this culture coming to? We can talk about detention centers all we want. The real mark of the downfall of a society is when people start wearing plaid suits that are skin tight that just look awful on TV.
Didn't you say there was like a tie on it? Somewhere?
What?
On the suit, like on the jacket?
Oh, was there? I don't even know.
Maybe Jeff said that.
I don't know.
I don't know. There was something bad about the jacket too.
Like, Lincoln was one amongst the best dressed people here.
Yeah. And he's a garbage human.
He's a terrible person. But
I couldn't even like admire how hot he looked.
no, yeah. It's a real shame.
It is.
What a waste of potential. So dudes need a navy suit, charcoal suit, and maybe a few ties and several shirts. So I don't even have a charcoal suit. I have a navy suit.
Jeff does, but he wears them to work, so.
I have a navy suit. I have a true blue suit, which is a real good one.
Mm-hmm. You look very nice in that suit.
And
It's
I've
a great color for
got
you.
a light blue suit for my summertime suit.
Summer weddings, guys.
Yeah.
If you need a date.
So I like to think I'm a good dresser,
You are.
and it's just insulting. Meanwhile, Chris had a terrible cocktail party and rose ceremony. It was just horrendous.
He was a douche.
Because he didn't
Yeah,
get
it
the
was
time, and then honestly, I could barely pay attention because of everyone's clothing.
We were just so distracted. And Becca's dress was terrible too.
Yeah.
Guys, she's not off the hook.
Oh my God,
That was horrible.
she's part of the problem. I feel like it's a trickle down effect. They see that she's not giving any shit into her appearance. Did you see at the end of the episode when they show what she wears to the final rose? Are you fucking serious?
It's ugly and it's not tailored correctly. Her boobs are like what little boobs she has were about to fall out of it.
I would never, if I was with a girl, never tell her how to dress. That's not my place. But if the girl I'm seeing walked out in that, I'd be like, are you sure? I'm not going to tell you no. Because that's not my place, but are you sure that's the look for you?
And again, it's like, it's just such a departure from what she wore on The Bachelor. Like, this is obviously not her natural style. And she was so gorgeous and dressed so well that this is extra infuriating. Like, that's my biggest issue. Like, if JoJo had been wearing everything she was wearing, I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense.
We saw her mom.
Like,
the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yes, this is all a JoJo wardrobe.
Yeah.
You are putting a JoJo wardrobe on a not JoJo.
A light blue suit. All right. I saw Marilyn's comment here. A light blue suit. Come on. Go to my Insta. It's on there. I wore it.
He looks nice.
It looks good. It's not like outlandish. It's like a very subtle blue.
Yes. And it really is in how you wear it and what you wear it with.
Right.
And how you accessorize.
Yeah. So
And shoes.
this guy Chris, he's blowing it. Talks to her. It doesn't go well. Then he interrupts Will. And at this point, I start
Will
having...
was just like, I'll give you 2 minutes.
Yeah. And then I'm having a seizure because of
The suit.
the suits. Wills comes back. He's like, you need to go.
And Chris is like, can I just have a couple more minutes? And he's like, no.
Yeah. And so
He's like, come on, Wills, this is like actually serious. And he's like, my time isn't serious? It's like, great point, Wills.
Then Will sits down, and she puts his hand on his thighs. This is what was going on. Is Will's had a boner. Interrupting guys with boners does not end well. Just a little... I told Jenny a story off camera
It's a good story.
that I don't think I can tell yet.
No.
No, okay, but it's about being a boner killer. Good story. Maybe
good
someday
way.
in the future.
In a fun way.
Someday in the future. Probably in like 2 months I can tell. It'll be over. So then Chris goes back and sits down with the guys, and everybody hates him. Mm-hmm. And now he's going to become the villain. Yeah. I feel like if you would have told me that somebody was going to be a villain just based on their picture,
it would have been Chris.
It would have been Chris.
Totally.
So then they get to the rose ceremony. Oh, John!
Marilyn's going to Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, Marilyn, what do you think?
You got to scroll down. Scroll down.
Scroll.
It's the light blue one.
Scroll.
It's the light blue one.
Scroll.
I'm holding a champagne flute in the photo of me wearing it, okay? What are we talking about? John. So, rose ceremony, there's one person that has to go home. She gives the final rose to Chris instead of John. Mm-hmm. John, let's talk about what this guy's wearing. I mean, John, I'll let it... Just looking at him and hearing him talk, the guy has no clue. So I'll let it slide.
He was dressed appropriately for who he is.
Yeah, right. So he's terrible. But yeah, he went home. Very ethnically ambiguous too. We've got no idea what his racial background is. So
Carmen Chow.
Yeah. So he's whatever. So Chris got the rose. Now they're going to exciting Richmond, Virginia next week. They're really just bare bones.
She lost out on that Venmo money with John. Oh, was John? Does he do something with Venmo? Asian, I'm pretty sure. That's what I think too, Cassandra.
But he could be Hispanic.
But he might also be Hispanic.
He could be Scottish.
I think there's a little white in there.
Yeah, who knows? I think PC culture would dictate it is in poor form to speculate on his race.
Guys, we thought about like just going super racist, but like stereotypes that don't actually exist.
Like
we weren't sure it would go.
He walks like an Asian.
Because like that's not a thing.
No, it isn't.
He created the software for Venmo.
What is he doing on the show?
What was Rachel doing on the show?
Rachel, I think I get. I think being a lawyer sucks. Just based on my mom is an amazing attorney. Mm-hmm. God bless her. But I could not do her lifestyle. That being said, I work 12-hour days myself. But
yeah,
I mean, she brings it home on the weekends. It seems very stressful.
I also think it depends on what kind of law you practice.
Right.
And like your mom's a badass, so of course she brings it home.
I don't know what kind of law Rachel practiced. Mm-hmm. And I think it's very easy to get caught in a shitty practice where you're just... It sucks. It's just a grind all the time.
Yeah. Well, one of my best friends does mostly real estate law. Mm-hmm. So like that's not.
Yeah. No, I think
like
that's a lot
quite
better.
as stressful. Like you're always going to closings and stuff.
Yeah, but I think Rachel is a litigator, which is very taxing.
Yeah.
And so unless if you're like a high end litigator, I don't think it's a good. Like my mom is a litigator. It's just a grind. Like when you're on trial, it's a lot of work. So I could kind of see. And I'm sure Rachel is going to leverage it into something. Mm-hmm. Andy, I mean, it was the same thing. But then she wanted to be a lawyer, and I don't know what Andy was thinking. She's an idiot. Rumor is that Andy and Papa Bear were hooking up. I saw that in the Bachelor subreddit. You know who looks exactly like Papa Bear? This guy.
You know who has a really big crush on Andy?
Oh, the light blue suit is a pass, but you look awesome in the tux, the true blue suit, and casually dressed. But what is up with that walk?
For a cause.
Walk for a cause.
Weren't you? You were getting donations for one of your runs.
Walk. Oh, is it the...
Was it the hot chocolate?
Is it the hot chocolate one, or is it the... I don't know.
Pull up the light blue.
The light blue is... It's good.
If it's the picture I'm thinking of, I think you look great in it.
Yeah. Let's see. Is it going to be...
Deep dive.
Right there.
Oh.
I'm a little chunkier.
Marilyn, I love the light blue.
Yeah.
Psh.
But what is up with that walk? Oh, the white pants? Oh, the 40-yard dash? I'm wasted. Is that a high school alumni event? I was doing 40-yard dashes when I was really drunk. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, okay. We gotta move on. If you want to follow along, you have
Check
to
it
go
out.
to my Instagram, yeah.
Tommy.Roth.
Very sharp dresser. Tight pants. Okay, now we're going to get into...
The main event.
In saturated colors. What do you think that really means? I look good in saturated color.
Like the true blue.
Okay.
Like, this is a very pale red.
Yeah.
And
I think I wear a lot of those.
Like, Blackhawk red is like a more saturated color. Like that pink is a very saturated color. This is a very saturated color. This is a mellow color.
I don't know. I think I've got a nice little mix. Go to @Tommy.Roth on Instagram.
This is
Look
not
for
a
yourself.
saturated color.
No.
But you look good.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
The perfect letter. Have you guys been buying this?
If you have, send us a picture.
Please, somebody else buy it.
On Instagram at Take This Rose Podcast. On Gmail.
We'll
Take
post
This Rose
it.
Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Send us a photo of you and your book.
Or the audiobook on tape. I would love to hear Papa Bear narrate some of this.
God, does he do the narration?
And he must. He must. So this week a little different, okay? It is called The Perfect Letter. So we're going to read two of the letters that are in the book. Two of the characters, Lee and Jake, throughout the novel, are exchanging letters. Mm-hmm. Okay? That's why it's called The Perfect Letter.
Yes, this is a key plot point that hasn't really been present in our readings of sex scenes.
But if you bought the book, you'd know. Support the artist. I say that every week. Every week. Jenny laughs at that. So we're each going to read a letter. Jenny's going to read one from a female character, and I'll read one from a male. Unfortunately, Jenny,
I want to look really quick and see if the audiobook is on here.
Okay.
And who reads it.
Who reads
The
it?
Perfect Letter, a novel.
So, while she's...
By Chris Harrison. Oh, a sample.
Let's hear a sample. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, of the book.
Yeah. We want to hear it.
No, it was...
Oh. We have to go to the reviews. Maybe Harrison...
It's a sample of the actual... the written book.
Oh, jeez. That's
38 pages.
Who do you dedicate it to?
My kids. I dedicated my romance novel to my children.
You will always be the greatest love story I ever write.
That's so gross.
Oh my god, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It has 4.5 stars in the iTunes bookstore.
It's good. It's good, guys. Just... Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, there's an audiobook. No.
With martinis, telling her in his posh London accent to enjoy her success, that she'd earned it, that a book of this magnitude would make the house a fortune both in sales and literary heft.
It sounds like
I
a
still
robotic
don't know
voice.
How you talked Milliken into it, he said. I had it on good authority. He'd never publish
The accents are worse than ours.
authority.
Turn it off. Turn it off. This is ruining it. No.
That you did.
Cancel. Stop.
Yeah.
Go away.
All right. We're starting here.
Guys, we're way better.
We're
We should tell iTunes about us.
We're on page 124 in the paperback version. So you go first. You're just reading all of this.
October 4th, 2005. Burnside, Texas.
Jake, I came to see you yesterday after I left court, but again they said you wouldn't come out of your cell. The guard, the surly woman who registers the names of visitors to the jail, didn't even look up at me when I said who I'd come to see. He still doesn't want any visitors, she said, but keep trying if it makes you feel better. Then she laughed, a mean little laugh with no humor in it. At least I made it outside before anyone could see. I was crying.
Ooh, that's good.
I keep thinking it has to be some mistake, that you wouldn't really turn me away if you knew I was here. Maybe no one's told you I've come, even though they're supposed to. Maybe someone's messing with us. Maybe you've sent me letters too, lots of letters, but the guards are taking them away after you put them in the mail. Spoiler alert, that's what happened.
As a fellow prisoner.
Maybe, with a ponytail. Maybe my grandfather is hiding from them from me. I wouldn't put it past him. He's done plenty to keep us apart all this time. I picture you writing me letter after letter, addressing them to me, dropping them in the prison mail, then the guards or my grandfather snatching your letters away and ripping them up, tearing them into tiny little pieces and laughing at you and at me. But I know that can't be right. If you wanted to see me, you would come to the visitor's room and talk to me, wouldn't you? It must be true that you don't want to see me. Those are disjointed paragraphs.
Look, he just thinks in his own way. He doesn't play by your rules of literary correctness.
Maybe there are things about you I didn't know, but I didn't think there was anything so earth-shattering that it could change everything between us. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe my grandfather was right, and you don't love me after all, not like I thought. Am I a stupid little girl for still wanting you to come back to me? For loving you in spite of everything? I want to give you a chance to explain. I want to understand why the drugs were in your car that night.
Ooh.
You knew it was wrong to dope the horses. You knew it, but you helped your father and Dale, knowing it could be the end of my grandfather's business and Wolf's Head. Capitalized. We could have lost...
Sounds like a high-end brand of meats.
We could have lost everything. We still could. Several more of the horses have come up lame, and 3 have had to be put down. My grandfather's health has been bad since you were arrested. It's like he's lost heart. Uncle Sonny and Aunt Becky try to help, but I don't know if I can leave him like this. I don't even know if I want to go. It's all spoiled for me, Jake. I don't know how to picture the future anymore without you in it. I hope you know I tried to do the right thing yesterday. I thought it would help, but as usual, I was wrong. I've been wrong about so many things lately. I don't know why you're doing what you're doing, but I want you to know I tried to tell the truth. I tried, but they didn't believe me. Please write to me. Please forgive me. I don't know how to go on without you. Love, Lee.
Okay, that was a good
It's
one.
a lot to unpack.
That was a good one. Lots of good stuff in there.
Woo!
Okay.
Guys.
Now, my letter's on page 182. March 1st, 2006, Huntsville State Prison.
So several months later.
Huntsville, Texas. Dear Lee, they call this place the Walls. That was the first thing I saw when we drove up. These heavy red brick walls topped with coils of razor wire, like the gateway to hell. There were guard towers at the corners. The men with machine guns watched us as we pulled up into the corrections bus. We got off the bus and they looked us over. First thing, the look came over their faces. The one where the eyes focused about 6 inches behind your head. Even though they were looking right at us, they didn't see us. We weren't there. Get moving, they said. Don't bother crying, ladies. It won't help you now. I'm a ghost, disappearing little by little. When I go inside the walls, I won't exist anymore. It didn't get much better inside. Last night I went to a room with 3 other inmates. 2 guys in their 30s or 40s. One old veteran of maybe 60 or so who was totally hairless from chemo. They pointed me toward the empty bottom bunk, which smelled like vomit and cigarettes. One of the 2 guys introduced himself. I'm Russ, he said, and that's Dwayne. I said, nice to meet you. They laughed. Apparently polite intros are no use in here.
Marilyn's watching it with her eyes closed.
They nicknamed me Bones. A steady diet of prison food has left me thin and lightheaded. What are you in for, Bones? They said, and when I said murder, they whistled and stepped back. Gave each other looks. The walls might be the only place on earth where murder gets your respect. We'll have to tell the boys to watch out for young Bonesy here, Dwayne said. He's a killer. Not afraid of me. Amused. The older guy, whose name is Harold, told them to leave me alone. They went out again, laughing to each other and winking at me. I thanked him. After they were gone, he frowned. He said, I don't give a shit if the three of you kill each other, as long as you're quiet while you do it. I'll have access to the library in a few days after my paperwork is processed. Then I could take out some new books. I was thinking Crime and Punishment might be a good next choice. The Russians, they know things about prison. It's lights out time. The guards come and make sure we're in our beds. I'm writing these words to you in the dark. I will always be writing to you, Lee, in my head, in my heart, everywhere. I don't need the lights to see your face in front of me, to feel your body under my hands. You're the air in my lungs, the blood in my veins. You're everywhere, even in the walls. Love, Jay. Wow. Wow. Just so occasionally.
Did he get Bonesy while he was waiting for his trial? Because I feel like it would be really impressive if he got so thin before his paperwork was even processed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But he lost weight. He got thin. Man. The Russians, they know something about prisons. Great line. Great line. Just the craftsmanship. I mean, you can't argue with it.
The picture that's painted is just...
It's so good.
Bellissima.
Oh, I just was flipping through and I saw George Clooney. It's in the book.
Seriously?
Might be next week.
That'll be next week's passage. It'll be all about George Clooney.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. I don't know why you did, but it got pretty good at the end there.
Guys, this book is so bad.
It's so bad.
How does it have 4.5 stars on the iTunes books?
The walls.
How?
The walls. Oh, man.
This is like the tamest prison ever.
It's good. Murder.
Like, if he didn't get raped in his first week, I feel like it's
that might be why
accurate.
they call him Bonesy.
Maybe he was trying to make it a little more sunshiny for Lee.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. All right, well, thanks so much. Until next week, remember, at Jenny Cakes Chai.
Yep.
At Tommy.Roth. Mm-hmm. At Take This Rose Podcast.
Yep.
Take This Rose Podcast at gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Take This Rose on Facebook.
Take This Rose Podcast on Instagram. Did that already?
Yeah, we did that one.
Damn it. Take This Rose on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. And that's about it.
Yep.
So until next week, thanks so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.